Okay, hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be about technology enhanced assessment. Technology enhanced assessment is using different tools in the classroom. There are a lot of different benefits to using technology enhanced assessment in the classroom, and there are many different ways to use it. So in this presentation, I'm going to be telling you the ways to use technology advanced assessment in Nearpod. Nearpod is a summative assessment tool where teachers can create their own lessons and add polls and questions in for students to answer as they go along with the lesson. So when you first get into Nearpod, there's a bunch of different pre-testing activities you could start out with. So you can have this is kind of the screen it shows. As you can see, there's open-ended question, matching pairs, quizzes, fill in the blanks, polls, things like that, just asking students questions about the lesson and prior knowledge they have to that lesson before starting. So you can kind of get a basis of what you need to focus on throughout the lesson and key areas you need to focus in on. So Nearpod's really good for engaging students. It keeps students engaged throughout the lesson by allowing you to add questions and polls throughout your PowerPoint. It makes the student pay attention and actively listen so that they can make sure they're answering the questions correctly. So basically you can add slides, like PowerPoint slides in with information, and then the next slide can be a question or quiz or whatever about that piece of information, just so you know students are listening. I like Nearpod because it allows you to do a lot of different accommodations for different students. So you can do different difficulty levels on activities. Like I said, they have things like matching, things like polls, things like that, that you can change up for different levels of students. It allows students to submit audio recordings for open-ended questions. So if a student wasn't able to type, or maybe they're not as good thinking out when they type, they can submit an audio recording and just kind of talk their way through the question. You can also set a timer and give students as much or as little time for a question as you want. This helps all different kinds of students. And you can also add audio for different slides if a student needs something read to them. So you can add your voice in reading the slide if you're not in a classroom setting. There are a lot of different video options on Nearpod. So Nearpod gives you the option to add videos of yourself that you create, videos that their team at Nearpod has created, and even YouTube videos to your lesson. The good thing about this is if you put a YouTube video out there, the students have to kind of engage in it to be able to answer the questions if you put questions after, because you can put questions after the video so you know they're actively listening. You can also put a bunch of different other content in there. You can add you can add things like PhET simulations, which is a website, VR, virtual reality field trips, different sorts of web content, and even PDFs to enhance your lesson. You can use all of these tools differently to further engage your students in your lesson, and this also allows for all of your separate links and activities for your lesson to be in one place. So it's really easy to manage all your links and things. Just keeps it all in one place with your lesson. So in review, Nearpod has a lot of different pre-testing options to gauge where students are at before the lesson and where you need to focus during the lesson. By adding questions, polls, and other games and things throughout your lesson, students stay actively engaged when listening to your lesson. Accommodations, there are a lot of different accommodations you can use for students with different learning skills or different abilities and exceptionalities. There are lots of different video options. You can choose from different video options to add to your lesson, and then you can put questions after that. So students are actively listening, and there's other content like PhET simulations, virtual reality field trips, to keep students engaged and have all of your links in one spot. So thank you for listening.